Hey, it's Robert here from empoweredlife.tv. I hope you're having a spectacular day wherever you are in the world today. And in today's video, I want to talk about the subject of habit stacking. Now, it's not as if I've not talked about habit stacking before, but I've probably not called it habit stacking. This seems to be a little phrase that's been coined recently that everybody's picked up on. So I thought, why not ride in on the wave of enthusiasm over this phrase and explain what it means and indeed how you can use it to your benefit in life? Well, as I've discussed many times in these videos, you effectively are the sum total, and your life experience is effectively the sum total of who you are on the inside. So what you believe about your world, the labels you attach to the things that happen in your world, and the subsequent meanings and feelings that are associated with those labels, they will dictate how you feel on the inside, and that will dictate whether you're empowered or disempowered, and that in turn will dictate what you can or can't do to affect change in your external physical reality. Well, let me take a breath. So effectively, what it means is that whatever you believe about yourself and your world on the inside is effectively going to be mirrored on the outside. So it will eventually, on some level, be your experience. Whatever you confidently expect from life is going to show up. That's the way it works. So effectively, if you don't like what's showing up, then really the best thing would be for you to change the way you feel about life. Change what you confidently expect to show up. That would be a great place to start, don't you agree? Now, here's the thing. As human stroke spiritual beings, that certainly the human side of us, we're habitual. We have habit patterns, habit loops, if you want. Whatever phrase floats your boat, it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? So what happens is we have a set way of behaving to certain triggers. And it might be something that we've been doing our entire life that, A happens and we fire off with B, right? And that happens and we go off in that direction. It means this to us and we have that specific course of action. Now, oftentimes what happens is these associated actions, feelings, thoughts that are associated with external triggers are oftentimes disempowering, negative. They're putting the brakes on your life and holding you back. And quite honestly, they're one of the biggest reasons why you may be in a situation where you feel that you're not living full out and you're not reaching your full potential. It's purely and simply because your thought patterns, your belief systems are effectively putting the brakes on your life. So what do we do about this? Well, again, I've spoken about this many, many times, but I'll keep going over this stuff until it sinks in and people start to apply it because this stuff works. Habits aren't broken in 24 hours. Not if you've been sitting and living with those habits for your entire life. But if those habits are disempowering you and holding you back from everything you want to be, do and have in life, then wouldn't you agree it's time to do something about that? You deserve the best, right? So let's get it handled. So effectively what we need to do is apply some conscious effort for at least 30 to 90 days. You see, these reactions, these habits of yours, they're deeply ingrained in your being. You've gone over that conscious habit loop over and over and over and over and over again. You've reaffirmed it, reinforced it, and it's actually become programmed into who you are. It's become a part of who you are. That's why it just happens right off the bat without you having to consciously think about what reaction you're going to take. Now, what I'm suggesting is what you need to do is apply conscious effort right now, every time that happens, to redirect yourself in another direction. Now, at first, it's going to feel odd, really odd. But over time, it will become more and more comfortable to do. And eventually, over a period of 30 to 90 days, usually, not for everybody, but usually, it will effectively sink down into your subconscious programming. It will overwrite those negative loops, and it will reprogram you in such a way that you're empowered and able to move in the direction of what it is that you want from life. But here's the thing, most people won't sit with the application and commit to it and do it until they get the result. What you need to do is remind yourself that these habits have not just arrived overnight. They've been with you a long time. They are part of who you currently are. Reprogramming somebody from the inside out takes some time, takes some application, takes some commitment, takes some will to win. But eventually, when these habit patterns sink down into your subconscious and become a part of who you are, and they overwrite those disempowering loops, that's when it all becomes worth the effort. You don't have to think about it anymore. The conscious effort disappears, and that is your new natural reaction to the triggers that are happening in your life that previously were sending you off in a negative direction or a disempowering direction, making you feel less than, unable to, all that stuff. They'll be gone because you've now reprogrammed yourself. And you can do that in every area of your life. What I would suggest is that you don't try to tackle every area of your life. Not at the same time. It's too much. Little by little, you'll get there. Each step at a time, you'll get there. But just take the first step. So, let me give you a little formula for doing this. Ask yourself, firstly, what area of my life do I really want to improve and make better? And really, don't just think about it, feel it. Get that kind of subconscious nudge, that spiritual nudge from within. The one that's connected to who you really are and who you were before all of this external programming sank down and changed you, right? What's one area of my life that I really want to improve or change? What's one habit that is currently holding me back, disempowering me, sabotaging my efforts? What is one habit that I could change for a better one? And lastly, what do I do to make it stick? And the answer to the last one is you commit to doing it every time that the original negative loop raises its head. You've got to commit to doing it consciously, conscious effort, every single time. When you find yourself, and by the way, this is an important part of it, as you're doing this exercise, you'll start to become more and more aware of when you slip into that self-sabotage mode, when you're doing things the wrong way, and when you're putting the brakes on your life. Then you consciously direct yourself in a better direction. It's almost like, the best analogy I can give you is like a racehorse with blinkers on. When a horse is wearing blinkers, they can only see where they want to go or where they have to go. They're not getting distracted by anything to either side. They're focused and true to the goal. And you need to be the same. You need to consciously focus on the new, more positive, empowering habit and disregard your previous programming. And over a period of 30 to 90 days, that will sink into your subconscious, sink into your being, and will become a part of who you are. And that will empower you and lift you to different heights. You will start to be, do, and have more in life. And you can do this in as many areas as you want and as often as you want. The sky's the limit. You can do anything you want to do. You are in fact limitless. All you need to do is believe it and apply what you learn about personal development and spiritual growth. Hope you've enjoyed this video. I love making them for you. I'm here every Tuesday and Friday, so subscribe to the channel, like the video, and click the bell icon and you'll get notified every time I release one of these videos. And if you want to dig into all things personal development, if I can get it out, personal development and spiritual alignment, get across to empoweredlife.tv. That's empoweredlife.tv. Join the family over there and we'll dig even deeper into all of this stuff. And we're all on the same journey. We'll have an absolute ball together. So I hope I see you over there too. Until next time, take care.